So I'm going to begin these short little recordings. They're going to be about, 8 minutes or less, because it's just the amount of time it takes me to get from my home to the office. I do these for my the clients I have that I consult with as I help them open their new practices. But I decided I needed to start doing it for my practice members as well. So there's a whole lot going on over the course of the next 2 months that I want to make you aware of. The first one is I am working as if my life depended on it. And what I mean by that is for those of you who don't know, I have this very peculiar liver problem. That's a result of the malaria I had in 2007. I had the most virulent type, which was thought to be 100% fatal to Caucasians, and as it turned out, I lived. But because of that malaria, I have this continual infection of malaria that eats away at my liver, and it's caused some pretty serious damage. And so over the course of the next year, I am going to be doing everything I can to raise as much money as possible, because I have to go do a stem cell replacement in Switzerland. It's a completely experimental procedure, but it's the only thing that'll really save my life. So I'm working as if my life depended on it. And if you believe in what I'm doing and if you think I can be of help to you, then I sure would appreciate your referrals. So there it is. I'm flat out asking for referrals, because I'm perfectly strong, I'm perfectly capable of working, I'm perfectly able to serve people, but I need people to serve. So if you feel like you've gotten results, and I think 99.999% of you have, please refer. Secondly, there are a couple of events that are coming up that I want to make you aware of. The first is going to be, let's see, what is the date of the first one? It's January 17th, and it's going to be held at the Hilton Garden Inn on College Boulevard, just a few blocks away from the practice. And what I'm going to be talking about is Enneagram. And if you don't know what Enneagram is, it is a personality typing system that looks at what drives you. So it looks at the things that, why you make the choices you make and why you make the decisions. Some of you are familiar with like Myers-Briggs. Myers-Briggs does a great job of describing your behavior. Enneagram does a great job of describing what drives you, helping you understand that. So I'm going to limit the attendance to 65. There is a cost for this. It's $99. Please get registered. My patients get first dibs, but it's going to be a packed house. There's going to be everybody from other business professionals to people from churches, chiropractic students are going to be there because they want to learn this as well. I will be posting a lot more information about this, but if you already know you just want to get registered, I'm going to put a sign-up sheet up the front desk. Get registered, get signed up. If you're married, make sure your spouse is there. It's one of those events that you really need to go to and do together, because it can dramatically impact the way you relate to others. So Enneagram, and then on the 21st, I'm going to be speaking at Move Right KC. Tim Crow is the owner of the gym. It's the most unique gym experience you'll ever have, because it isn't about getting huge buff, it's about being able to utilize your body to its maximum potential. Completely different take on fitness than what you see at a lot of other places. So the title of my talk is going to be Movement is Life. And this is a fascinating talk. It's a fascinating topic. Let me say that. It's a fascinating topic because we often don't think of what life is or how life is manifested. And so I'm going to be going through both the philosophical and the physiological understanding of movement and life. So if you want to go to that, contact Tim Crow, and I think it's moverigtkc.com. I could be wrong on that. I'll put a link in the video. And then the last one is going to be January 31st. I'm doing an EPIK Journey presentation, and this is being held at 2121 Central Street, downtown. One of my wonderful practice members, Brenna Hoover, is hosting this, and this is a recap. This is the big event that's, after 16 years of my missions work, this is the one where I get to talk about all of it. I'm going to have pictures and videos and a discussion of how I was called to do this missions work, what events transpired during my life and my family's life during these years, and the people that were touched and healed and lives transformed, and in quite literally lives saved during this. And I mean on a mass scale. I don't mean just one or two people. This is a hugely important event for you to get to. Space, unfortunately, will be limited. We will be doing an RSVP. The link is here. You will have to register that you're attending on Facebook. I will also have a sign-up sheet in the office for this as well. So let's just recap. Number 1, please refer. Number 2, Enneagram workshop, January 17th, January 21st, the Movement is Life workshop at Move Right KC, and then January 31st is an EPIK Journey talk. And for everybody who attends, I'm going to be giving a copy of my booklet, which was an epic mission to Uganda. This presentation, I cannot emphasize enough, will move the deepest part of your heart. It will absolutely change the way you think about yourself, your relationship to your community, and your relationship to the world. So those are the events that are coming up. I sure do appreciate and love every single one of you. I can't tell you what a joy it's been to be back in Kansas City over the past year and a half and be able to serve people in my hometown. I really am grateful for this opportunity that God has given me to be here.